All right. This is a random video that I figured might pique some people's interest. This is my Kindle, and so I thought it might be pretty cool to kind of let people know what's on my Kindle. What are the kinds of books I like to collect and read, and I have not read all of the books in this thing, but all of these books have served as a kind of really good point of reference for various topics that I'm interested in. So you see the first two books there. I got the ESV, the MacArthur Study Bible, the ESV Study Bible. I love Christianity and Philosophy, the Counterpoint series. Those are really good series where they have multiple theological perspectives that the authors will kind of debate and kind of lay out their case, and there's cross-examination and things like that. Really, really good resource, the Counterpoint series. I'm a really big fan of John Frame. He wrote this massive book, A History of Western Philosophy and Theology, which is great. And of course, there's Dr. Craig's and J.P. Moreland's Philosophical Foundations for a Christian Worldview. I'm not going to go through all of these, but and there you go. I got some Wayne Grudem's Systematic Theology, which I really like, not because it's the best systematic theology, but it is the most, it is not convoluted in my opinion. It actually lays out all of the major theological perspectives in a nice, easy to understand way. Okay, whether one agrees with how he, comes at things. He comes from a Calvinist perspective, so people who aren't Calvinists might take issue with that. But I think Grudem's Systematic Theology is good. Let's see here. Well, you got Tactics by Greg Koukl. That's an excellent book. A game plan for discussing your Christian convictions. That's a must-have if you're doing apologetics. It helps you navigate conversations and things like that. So that would prove very helpful. And yeah, I got a bunch of stuff here. I wonder if there's anything in my library that I haven't touched on at all. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I like. Here we go. There's the collected essays of Norman Geisler. There's volumes 1 through 3, which is really cool. Scaling the Secular City by J.P. Moreland. Excellent book. He comes out of the apologetics from a classical perspective. But I mean, his stuff is excellent, especially his chapter on the argument for an immaterial mind, or I don't remember the name of the. Well, let me just click in here. Let's see what we got here. So let's see Moreland's book. Let's see here. Table of contents. Which chapter am I referring to? Yeah. So chapter 3, God and the Argument from Mind, is an excellent chapter. J.P. Moreland, that's kind of his hot spot. The philosophy of mind and things like that. He's an excellent resource in that regard. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh man, I forgot I had some of these here. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Those of you who like presuppositional apologetics, I have some Bonson here. Socrates or Christ, excellent book. Of course, presuppositional apologetics, stated and defended. And I have all sorts of stuff here. I'll kind of just flip through here. You can kind of, if anyone watching this screen share finds any of these books interesting, I mean, these are all available on Kindle. These are the sorts of things I like to read and interested in. There we go. Kingdom of the Cults, or Kingdom of the Occult. That's actually different. So Walter Martin, that's that red one here. I'm going to click on it and then click back out. Walter Martin has two books. There's the Kingdom of the Cults right here. And then there was the Kingdom of the Occult, which I just clicked before. So Kindle does this thing where if you click in your library, it'll go straight to the top. That's kind of annoying because then I have to scroll through everything. But let's see here. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff here. So hopefully, looking through this, if you're interested in apologetics and theology and stuff like that, maybe me scrolling through these books will pique your interest, and maybe you'd be interested in purchasing one of them. Yeah. So right here on the far right, you have the Canon Revisited by Michael Kruger, which is an excellent book on the development of the New Testament canon, and how the books of the Bible came to be in our Bible. That's excellent, excellent book. Anyone studying the issue of canon, I think, will do well to get their hands on anything that Michael Kruger puts out. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff here. Yeah, just scrolling through. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of books out there. You want to find a book that caters to the specific area that you're interested in. You can kind of go you can kind of go the route of being the jack of all trades but the master of none. So you get a wide variety of books, but you really don't master anything. Or you can get a certain books that cover certain topics and really focus on those areas, where it will really sharpen you in that specific area. And that's a helpful way of going about it too. So you have to know your own context to know what's the best area to study and to engage in. So I'm just scrolling here. Okay, nothing too fancy. All right, let's see here. We're moving. Oh yeah, all the R.C. Sproul stuff. Let's see here. And these are just my Kindle books. I have like a little library of books, physical books, that are in my office. So I like books. One of the biggest debates for me is which book. What do I prefer? Do I prefer Kindle books or physical books? Now, I'm not gonna lie. Getting a physical book in the mail is quite exciting, but I'm super impatient, and so ordering books through Amazon, and I get the pleasure of just getting it as soon as I click, purchase. That's kind of a plus for me, and I don't have to lug around a giant. I used to have a backpack that I would wear when we went away on trips and stuff like that, and I'd carry 4 or 5 books I really wanted to look through. But that's kind of annoying, lugging books around. So what I like about the Kindle is its note-taking features. So let me just go through there we go. So that's it for the Kindle. So let me go back all the way to the top. So what I love about the Kindle is, let's say, let me pick a book. Okay, so Norman Geisler's Christian Apologetics. Okay? One of the most annoying things about physical books for me is highlighting. So when you highlight, or if you're trying to type notes from a physical book, you kind of have the book off to your side and you want to make a note, you kind of have to hold the book open or something like that and then type. It's kind of annoying. But in the Kindle books, you obviously have the highlighting feature. But then if you go to your notes right here, okay, these are my notes. These are my notes from chapter 1 all the way throughout the whole book. Okay? However, you have this feature up top where you can go straight to the specific chapter and isolate that chapter. So say if you see chapter 1 on agnosticism, it says there I have 66 notes, 66 highlights. So I click there, and so this is just chapter 1. All of my highlights in chapter 1. So I could print these out. I can kind of send them to myself. See, I can go like this and make flashcards or email them to myself and put them in like a binder or something like that. And it's perfect for like, when you want to study or something like that. So this is kind of a plus in terms of being better, in my opinion, than physical books in terms of study. But again, it's an issue of preference. All right. So that's about it. That is my Kindle library. And I hope by scrolling through my library you found something of interest, and maybe this brief little video inspires someone to, pick up a book and start studying theology or apologetics or something like that. All right, well, that is it, and thank you for watching. All righty.